Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday where we share words of wisdom. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kalia Patton. Let me take this off. All right, you all. I'm just going to lay it on you today. This is something that's, I do the shoot from the hip. You already know. You know me. I do the shoot from the hip a lot. So this is one of the shoot from the hip topics for today. Our topic for today is you can't share your testimony with everybody. You can't share your testimony with everybody. All right, that's a learned lesson. That's a learned lesson for some of us because we can testify to sharing our testimonies with people who really didn't give a care about what we were talking about, what we were sharing. And a lot of times people, you don't know what type of situation that they're in, what season that they're in, and sometimes they may not even be listening to us. And you can be pouring your heart out. You can be giving them information that's so meaty and so valuable to you because you know what you went through when you encountered that obstacle, that trial, that test, that storm. And so to be able to open up and share that's like liberating for you. And also it's just something that you want to see on the other end of this thing, the person be excited about your breakthrough, your deliverance, your salvation, your healing, your miracle, or whatever it is that God has done for you through that testimony. But a lot of times what you find are people who are insensitive. They are not sensitive to what it is that you have even encountered. The fact that you went through that trial. The fact that you went through that storm and you went through it by yourself. The fact that it took you months, it took you weeks. It may have even taken you years to get through what you've gone through. And then when you share it, it's almost like they trampled on it because they were so insensitive about it. And they treated it like, well, that's just information. And some people do that. They treat what you tell them as, that's just information. I don't really care. Sometimes it's too much information for me. So I don't even know why they're even sharing that much information to me. So you do have to be discerning when it comes to giving valuable information, especially if it's something that means something to you. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you hold dear to you. And to be able to express that to someone, we have to be discerning. We have to allow God to just kind of lead us to the people that will pour into us, that would encourage us, that will let us know, sis, bro, you did an awesome job. I thank God for you. I'm continuing to pray for you. And I prayed through your process as you continue to work it out, or you continue to go through your healing, as you continue to go through your deliverance, as you continue to go through whatever it is that you're going through. And even if you came out of it, sis, I congratulate you, sis. I'm praising God with you. Brother, I'm rejoicing with you. I'm shouting with you because I'm excited. I'm just so happy to see God doing great things in your life. But you don't have that all the time with people. You have people, let me tell you something about folks. If it don't affect them, a lot of times they don't care. I ain't gonna say that's for everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody do that. But if it don't affect them and their family and their children and their household and they organizations and whatever, they don't care. I was talking to someone the other day, sharing my testimony. They were not even listening. You know why? Because they were so busy trying to cut me off so that they could tell me what was going on in their life, how bad it was. And then I'm sitting here like, are we supposed to be comparing? But you didn't even hear me all the way out. And then when I did express everything that I had going on, you treated it like it was nothing. Like, yeah, whatever. I mean, you went through that. Okay. Let me tell you what I went through. You done. See, this is how some people are. You done? Are you done talking? Okay, let me tell you what I've been through. Yes, I've been through some stuff. Hold up with yours. Let me discuss with you what I'm dealing with. Okay? And it probably is a little more extensive than your situation. Dismiss your stuff. Let's talk about me. sis, self-driven. Some people so self-absorbed it don't even make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. They so self-absorbed. It's all about me. It's all about me, little old me, little my problem, my situation, my ministry, my business, my organization, my children, my family, my this, my that. It's about me. It's about me. I don't care about you and what's happening with you. Why are we even talking about you? We wasting time. We wasting time. I should be talking about me. See, that's how folks are. Some people, they're like that. They're so busy waiting. They're not really even waiting. They're rushing you to talk so that they can say what they want to say. You see what I'm saying? Some people cannot congratulate you where you are. They cannot praise you where you are. They cannot glory in the fact that things are happening in your life. They need to tell you what's going on in theirs. They won't even tune in to what's happening with you because they're so absorbed with themselves. Some people are so conceited. They so self-absorbed, like I said. They so selfish. You know, when you think about self, you can think of a lot of words. Self-centered. Yeah. Self. Everything is about me. Everything is about me, my life, and what revolves around me. I'm giving you a listening ear. I didn't have to give you a few minutes of my time, but I'm finna cut you off right here because I need to interject what I've been going through. You got some insensitive folk around here. You got some insensitive people, and they don't care. Don't care. Your story. They don't care about your story. You got folk out there like that. And then you didn't share it, and then you feel some kind of way leaving the conversation because you thinking, well, I thought they would have at least cared. They would have at least showed some kind of empathy. They would have at least showed some kind of excitement to say that I'm with you, brother. I'm with you, sister. And they showed nothing. So I'm standing behind. It's like, what's really going on? Am I going through this? Am I seriously? And I thought you was my friend. And I thought you were my good family member that I trusted, my auntie, my uncle, my cousin, my brother, my sister. And you so insensitive? Wow. You know, and it hits you like a ton of bricks. So like I'm saying, you can't share your testimony with everybody. Everybody can't handle what you've been through. Everybody can't handle what you've been through. It's so deep. It hit them. Some things hit people, they don't even know how to respond. You got them kind of folk too. They don't know how to take you. They don't know how to come back with something to uplift you. They don't know. They can't. They just can't do it. They can't do it. It ain't in them to do. It's not in them to do. So it's like you unload, you release it. And it's like they don't know what to do with the information. They just look dumbfounded. It's silence in the room. Like pin drops. You can hear the pin drops. You can hear crickets chirping. You know, you may can hear some scratching or something. You know what I mean? You know, anything. You know, an owl hooting or whatever. You know, you hear these different sounds in the background, but you hear nothing coming from the person you exchanging dialogue with. They don't know what to say. You just hit them with a ton of bricks. Bam. They don't know what to say. You got them kind of folk. You got to be careful who you sharing your testimony with. You just can't share with everybody. Because some folk, like I said, don't know what to say. It's too much for them. They understand and they can't even process it. They looking at you like they, you know, yeah. And you be like, in the back of your mind, you like, I just said something mind-boggling. I just said something explosive. You should have gave me a better response than that. But this is what we're talking about now. some people you can't share your testimony with. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Because then you got folks out here that hating you too. They waiting on you to say something about yourself. They want to hear the negativity. See what I'm saying? I done been through marriage issues. I've had, and that's very personal. Because sometimes, folks don't even need to know about your, if infidelity was going on in your marriage. You know why? Because they don't know how to handle that. They'll go and gossip and talk about it. Girl, let me tell you what happened with so-and-so. Let me tell you what happened in their marriage, girl. What really was going on. Remember when we saw them and they were doing this, that, and the other. Let me tell you what was happening for real, for real. Yeah, girl, come on over here. Come on over here in my gossip corner. Yeah, because I'm going to share this. This a lot of info right here. And see, you got to be discerning about these kind of folk. They all around us. Some of them are visible. Some of them are, kind of reserved. But they do the same thing. Just because they quiet, when you see them, does not mean that they wouldn't go and share secret information that you might have given them or shared with them about you. You got to be careful. A lot of time, what I tell people, I don't share things with you unless I want you to know. And I wouldn't care if you tell anybody. That's just how I am with certain people. If I feel like I want to share something with you, it may just be to encourage you as you may be going through, because I may see some similarities in the testimony. And then I may share a little bit of mine. I might be very selective as to what I share, depending on who that person is. But I may give a little encouragement because then I know, hey, I done kind of been through a similar situation. But I'm going to tell you, I came through it and you will too. See, that would be my take on it. But a lot of folk, they ask, and they used to do in my early time of my marriage, when we were freshly married. Oh, they asked a lot of questions. And it wasn't just church folk. It was family folk. Is everything going all right in the marriage? Is everything is that? I said, yeah. I was saying, yeah. Didn't nobody know what was going on with my marriage. Didn't nobody know what we were dealing with. If we were dealing with something at the time. And I said, well, these folks trying to give me a problem. Later on down the line, we did go through some issues. Of course, every marriage has. I don't think anybody can sit here and lie and say they have a perfect marriage. That's a lie. Ain't nothing perfect. Nothing. We striving for perfection. Okay? Marriage has to be made. Marriage ain't made just because you stand before the preacher and you make vows. No, marriage is made and it's tested over time. You build marriage. We were talking about building. That's a form of building. Marriage, you build. Because, baby, it ain't together just because you was at the altar together. Okay? You got to build that. And it takes time. Because you're dealing with two different people. So, that's a whole nother life. I ain't gonna get too deep into that. But, like I said, you got to be careful who you share your testimony with. You just can't share your testimony with everybody. Everybody don't like you. Everybody don't want to see you prosper. Everybody don't want you to see what God has for you, that He has in store for you. What's your next? They don't want that. They don't want to embrace that. So you gotta be careful. Because everybody that say they love you don't love you. Everybody that says that they're in your corner are not in your corner. Everybody that says I'm praying for you, they're not praying for you. Okay? I'm just here to tell the truth. I'm the bearer of truth right now. Yeah. Everybody that say they concerned about you, they come and they say they concerned. They not concerned about you. Let me tell you what they are. They nosy. They want to know your business, okay? They want to know the questions that's pondering in their mind as to why they didn't see you last week, or why, you've been out for months, or why this, that, and the other. They nosy. They nosy roses. They want to know your business, and they want to go spread your business. Because some folks that's in the business of spreading. They don't care about you as a person. I have had people tell me things, private things I have never shared. And you know, me and my spouse, we talk about a lot of things. I ain't even share with my spouse because there's just certain things, especially female things, I just don't share with him. He wouldn't understand that, you know. And then even, you know, like when people tell me, they don't even have to tell me, don't share this. It's not going anywhere because I'm not in the gossip corners. And when I see the gossip corners, I go the other way. I ain't got time. And I know some certain select folk that are in certain groups and organizations that I'm a part of. They get the chattering and I get the moving. Because I don't have time for that. I have a family. I have children. I have my own business. I ain't got time to be in other folk business. I ain't got time to know other folk business. I ain't never been that type of person running to hear gossip. I'm just not. I don't care. If it hit the fan, it hit the fan. If it comes out, it come out. But I'm not going to search for the information. I'm not going running trying, girl, what's going on? What that tell me what's going on? I ain't got time for that. If God don't reveal it to me, it must not be for me to know. And I don't care to know. Because I'm not in it for that. You know, and you got to let people know where you stand when it comes to things like that too. Don't bring me no mess. Don't bring me no gossip. Don't bring me if we not coming together to pray for somebody, don't bring me that mess. You go somewhere else. And see, they know they ain't gonna get it out of me. See, and that's why I probably don't have a lot of friends. Let's tell the truth about it. That's why I don't have a lot of friends. Because they know I just don't gossip. I don't hang around gossip. I don't hang around negativity. It do something to me. I just turn the other way. I just politely like, come on, y'all, let's go. I just tiptoe my way out. I find a way to just remove myself. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. People don't leave alone when they all up in for business. When they always worried about somebody else and what's going on in there. No, I'm gonna put that on the altar. Whatever God revealed to me about anybody, I put it on the altar. Leave it there. I got enough to deal with and carry on my own. But I want to carry the yoke of God on me. I don't want to carry the burdens of people and what they got going on. I put it on the altar. I said, Lord, I cast my burdens on this altar and I want to take upon your yoke because I know your yoke is easy. Your burden is light. Mine's heavy. I want to leave my heavy burdens on your altar. And I want to take upon your burden because I know your burdens are not going to weigh me down. I'm going to walk with some freedom and some liberty. So, y'all, this is our Wild Wednesday. Like I said, you can't share your testimony with everybody. It's just not safe. It's not going to benefit you. It's not going to be helpful in any way, shape, or form. And matter of fact, sometimes you just have to tell God to zip your lip when you're around certain folk. Just let me not be so liberal when I'm talking to folk. Sometimes we just need to cut it off. You know, I told you it's cutting season. So in the season of you sharing testimonies, you got to do some cutting too. You got to evaluate and cut some folk out of your life when it comes down to you sharing those types of information. When it's personal like that. Even when you're trying to encourage somebody. Because sometimes people just want, they want pity. They don't want no encouragement. And you didn't waste your time sharing. And you could have just kept that to yourself. So we just have to evaluate people, evaluate situations. We don't always get it right. We don't always know who to where. You're not gonna always know, but God knows. And sometimes he'll shut me up when I'm talking, and then I change the subject. But when he do that, I know at that moment he didn't want me to share certain things. And so I said, God, I thank you for that. Help me to, bridle my tongue when it come down to stuff like that. Help me to bridle my tongue. Help me to know when to speak. When to speak. How much to say when I speak. Keep me moderate, because I don't want to, add detriment to myself. Because sometimes people will, you start sharing things with them, they will place word curses on you because they know you got something going on, or they know you came out of something, they know you struggle in some areas. Then they'll wish that you would fall into that trap again. You know what I'm saying? If God has delivered you from something, or if you come out of something, they would want you to be in prison again, in your mind, in your flesh, or whatever it is that you're dealing with, or a sickness. And I wish that sickness would come right back on them. You see what I'm saying? It's people would say the craziest things you wouldn't even believe. You would not believe. I have felt, and God has shown me. That's another lie. I ain't gonna even get into it. People that wish death on me. You know what I'm saying? And I had to fight off them spirits. I had to fight them off because they came. They left where they was at. They left their house and came to my house. I've dealt with some stuff, and I know you all have too. But we gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I tell you, and sometimes people, their perception of you, even when you share stuff with them, begin to change. They'll withdraw from you, or their behaviors will be different towards you. You gotta watch that too, because sometimes that can hurt you on the back end, because you can get hurt behind that because people treated you a certain way because of what you shared with them, or how you've discussed things with them, or you've been open with them. And then some people they will not just ignore you, they will try to not be around you anymore. They'll find a way to dodge you when you coming. Because now I don't want to hear nothing she got to say. I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. So it's just so many different scenarios. But I'm telling y'all, be careful who you share your testimony with. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. Everybody can't handle it. And everybody don't know what to do with it when you release it. And some folks just don't have no good intentions for you. Guard yourself. Guard your mind. Guard your heart. Ask God to bridle your tongue and show you who to speak to, who to encourage, and who to share with, and so that your heart won't be crushed or wounded, so that your mind won't be wounded and hurt. Because hurting people are out there, and they hurt other people. Yes. So y'all have a fabulous, fabulous Wednesday. God bless you. Be encouraged, be inspired. I love you. And we will be back again for another Wild Wednesday. Bye-bye now.